Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Welcome cross watchers. If you're new to the channel, happy to have you join us. We are about to have Venus station retrograde on March 1st. Venus is the planet of love, guides relationships, guides money too, but I focus on relationships here. So in the first half of March, I'll be doing special transit readings for Venus retrograde for each sign. But for this part, second half of February's readings, I want to focus on any potential blocks that are existing so that before the retrograde, you kind of have a handle on what you're dealing with before she pulls us into the below and drags us. Yeah, into some shadow territory. So that's what we're going to do. All right, let's jump in. Do remember, this is a general reading, not a private reading, so it may not resonate for everybody. It can also come through reverse. So while I'm saying you, and doing a Capricorn reading, I can actually be speaking to the cross watcher right up here. So keep that in mind. All right, Judgment, showing up in the reading with Judgment. Your block here, Four of Cups, some disillusionment, some hurt feelings, and maybe a capacity for forgiveness is being challenged or blocked here. Remember, the block could be within you, but it could also be coming from the other person or extenuating circumstances outside of yourself. So keep that in mind. Your person showing up, Knight of Cups. Wow. Romantic, emotionally vulnerable, bringing in an offer from the heart. Their block is around the reconciliation, how to bring that about. Oh my goodness. For the connection, the Hierophant. This is maybe there was promises made but not kept. We have a card here that is about commitment, the vows we make and take, or again, promises made but not kept. And so divine message is the Ten of Cups. So lots of potential happiness for the future. I call this the happily ever after card. In the outcome position, I'm really looking at the opportunity here for mitigating the blocks, right? The Death card. And Death card talks about what do we need to leave behind? What needs to change so we have some growth and transformation? What needs to die off? And so let's just go to our clarifiers. I'm going to leave it at that. Judgment. Nine of Swords, Page of Wands, Six of Swords. So it seems like you're coming in here with a little bit, well, probably more than a little bit of anxiety and worry that you're dealing with somebody who's not as invested, who maybe is just in it for the minute, wanting some kind of reconciliation or reunion or some opportunity for second chances, so you can kind of get the peace of mind. This is all running on a loop in your head, not letting you rest. It's got you worried. It's got you anxious, like a cat on a hot tin roof. And you want to get beyond that. But your main worry is that you're dealing with somebody who isn't as emotionally invested, who's just kind of maybe more a little lighthearted, flirtatious, and that may be why your block is this Four of Cups. Feeling disillusioned about the connection, or some feelings of rejection here, or yeah. Let's see that Four of Cups. Page of Swords, no clue, Queen of Cups, and the Empress. So if you're here as Empress energy, divine feminine, and we, that's from the bottom of the deck. So if you're new, the cards from the bottom of the deck, what you can't see, it's either in your own unconscious awareness, your person's, or it's playing out behind the scenes, kind of like the Six of Swords would be like internally, I just want some peace of mind. Just want to get beyond this. Just don't want to have to run this on a loop one more day. Now with the Empress, you're already operating at an evolved level. So it's not like, you're on a spiritual journey. You're in a connection where you see yourself and your beloved, Empress and Emperor, maybe a twin flame dynamic, but maybe you're seeing it as a spiritual connection, not as something that's just like, I'll see you out and about. And so that might be what the block is about, is that you're sort of feeling very disenchanted about the whole thing, and you are looking for clues. And the Queen of Cups, lovely energy, don't get me wrong, but if our block is the Four of Cups, then the Queen of Cups may be coming through reversed, which makes her a little bit vulnerable, a little bit needy, right? Can feel like a doormat, can feel like she's being used and abused, and so it's difficult if you're feeling like you're already in a, you're aiming for something more spiritual, but your heart is feeling trampled. So that may be why the disillusionment, because you're already operating at a higher level and you're dealing with someone that you are worried might just be at a lower level of evolution. When we're talking spiritually, Empress, Page of Wands, no, disconnect. But we are seeing this person coming in with Knight of Cups energy. That's no Page of Wands. The Moon, Wheel of Fortune, Two of Wands. Very interesting. So in this person's unconscious awareness, that there's something where they're sort of choosing a path, right? They're determining energetically what they want, what path is likely to get them there, and then what do they need to set in motion? Well, what they need to set in motion is a little emotional vulnerability. They need to make an offer to you from their heart. Their knees are kind of trembling, though. They're a little, that makes sense. I think that's healthy. I think a little, anxiety, a little anxiety can be adaptive. And guided by a sense of fate and destiny here. This is what I want. I feel like it's in the cards. I feel like this is where this is all being orchestrated. There's a bigger plan here. So I'm getting the impression that this ain't no Page of Wands. So you might be a little over your skis in terms of all this obsessed adjacent energy that's flowing through your brain. Now their block is the Six of Wands. How do they kind of approach you for this peace offering, or meeting in the middle, orchestrating some kind of a reconciliation? Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles, Six of Wands again. Okay, so I get it. This person is more evolved than you may think. So this is them sort of in that energy of, you can count on me. I am the marrying type. I can do this. Yeah, I'm that guy. But man, they know you can run them up one side and down the other. They know you see right through them. They know you're coming with questions. They know it's going to be shoot first or slice first, ask questions later. So their block is like they're trying to come in to make peace and to show up and to be, you know, all the things you want them to be. But, you know, in the bookends of this Six of Wands, it's like they're up against that cool, icy edge of the sword, of the Queen of Swords. And so they're a little intimidated. I think they're a little intimidated by you. Because you have a preconceived notion, perhaps. And you've already been disenchanted. So that's what I'm seeing. So now let's look at the connection here with regard to the Hierophant. Lovers, Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands. Okay, so commitment, conventional committed relationships, marriage, the vows we make and take, it's all a choice. And it's about, you know, is this person choosing you? You've chosen them. Are they choosing you? The Empress, this is like, right? Sometimes we get a little bit on our own high horse. I'm being honest. And it's not time to throw in the towel just because you've met up with a little bit of resistance. Because there is resistance. This person might not be ready for the I do's, for the put a ring on it, but they seem to be ready for more than what you have, or what seems to be your take on, like your worry, your anxiety, your fear, what you've kind of conjured in your head, this Page of Wands, you know, is not a real thing. It's a worry. It's a little thing that you got running on a loop, like the little, you know, gerbils, little hamsters on the wheel in your head. Doesn't make it true. And so, because you're running up against some resistance, maybe some defensiveness, doesn't mean that this person isn't invested. Doesn't mean that this person doesn't care. It means they're not ready for this yet. It doesn't mean they're not choosing you. It doesn't mean that they're not going to eventually ascend to where you are right now. It means you got there first. That's all it means. But I'm seeing somebody who understands that this is something more than your average relationship. And they are in process. I got a Knight of Cups. I got a King of Pentacles. I got, you know, them sort of dealing with their fears and insecurities and apprehensions and just sort of moving toward what they know they desire. And the fatedness of it all and the destiny and Six of Wands, both consciously and unconsciously. How can we find a middle ground that we can both be comfortable with? But they're up against a Queen of Swords in you. So that's their block. So this isn't a throw in the towel moment by any means. Divine message, Ten of Cups. Oh my. Right? You're kind of, if you want the happily ever after, you got all the tools at your disposal, but you can't manifest it from here. Right? You can't close off your heart because we know you're blocked there. You can't start erecting walls and come from a very shut down heart chakra or a very shut down place, a very guarded place. You cannot manifest this kind of energy from this Four of Pentacles. It's very limiting, very blocked. I feel like with the King of Swords, we've got energy here of integrity, of honor, of wanting to do the right thing. You may not be getting everything you want to hear because the King of Swords isn't always warm and fuzzy, doesn't always speak. And if so, very few words, very parsimonious. Just, doesn't always give you enough to go on because they're more of a strategist. They're a thinking person, not really very communicative. And that may be the issue. And it could just be that this person didn't give you the warm and fuzzies that you needed, and so you kind of took it personally, right? It left you wanting something and then throws you into that panic of, oh my God, this is a player. No, not necessarily so. So I feel the message you're getting is if you're manifesting, if you are trying to manifest some happiness here, you've got to kind of drop that center pentacle. Okay? It's going to take some cooperation on your part. If you drop that center pentacle, you're dealing with the Three of Pentacles, and that's cooperation. And co-creation with somebody who it seems is in, and now we would have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So that's a good intellectual match, right? Good mental match for a partnership here. You can think your way through this. You can cooperate. You can get to that meeting in the middle of where you're headed next in a relationship that has more committed parameters without it moving something to such a degree that this person isn't ready for. And guess what? I've seen this same theme, variations of it, in almost every reading so far. So what does that tell you? It tells you that in the collective, when Venus goes retrograde, a lot of relationships are going to be having this similar issue. So in the outcome position for the opportunity, Queen of Pentacles. Now we have the King and Queen. Eight of Wands. Seven of Swords. Yeah, don't avoid. This is about if we want some growth, change, and transformation, it's time to face it head on, not deal with avoidance. What might need to be left on the cutting room floor is avoidance, is the runner kind of energy, is anything that smacks of self-serving energy. Yours, theirs, both of yours, right? This isn't the time to be about, well, I'm going to take mine and they can deal with theirs and I'm just going to get out of Dodge. It's not, if you're trying to work through something, then it's about take care of yourself. That's important. Queen of Pentacles is a self-care card, but take care of yourself in terms of communicating about the changes you feel you need to see, but also what you're working on, right? Changes, if you want growth, if you want transformation, some things need to change. What are you willing to change? What are you willing to leave behind? What are you willing to let go of? What are you willing to let die off so that there can be some kind of reconciliation here? And then we've got the King and Queen of Swords and the King and Queen of Pentacles, really powerful cards. Evolved cards, because we're not talking about pages anymore. We're talking about, the mental acuity, the mental realm, your thoughts, your perceptions, your communication, and groundedness in real terms for something to come that's more committed, that's more reality-based here in 3D. For this relationship. How Capricornian of us, right? This is Capricorn, by the way. So I'm seeing that the opportunity is, if we want growth, change, and transformation, we're going to have to face it, deal with it, talk about it head on, and not avoid. And not kind of play games, 3-card Monty here. That's what I see. So before I talk about the astrology that showed up in this reading, if you've been enjoying my readings or if you have found them helpful or enlightening or insightful, please, and you haven't yet, please do subscribe below, because that helps me stay here on this platform, grow the channel. Capricorn, I want to thank you for all your patience in the last few months, and I hope you're happy to be back on a somewhat normal schedule. Even though the order is still different, we're getting back to 2 readings per month, and that for each sign, and that's was really the goal. And everything that you did, all your patience, well, most of you, made a huge difference. I'm still seeing that difference roll out now, so thank you. And yeah, so there's that. The extended is going to focus on this person here. We'll call them the King of Pentacles. Their perception of you, their feelings for you, their intentions, really key. What are they getting from you? Why are they still sort of invested here? What are they getting from you? That would be helpful. How about physical fulfillment, or that's intimacy or chemistry? And where they see this relationship headed. So that's what we're going to explore in the extended. There are 3 links below for that, because there's 3 different ways that you can access my extendeds. 2 of them are monthly renewals that hit your account every month. So be sure before you click buy that you've looked at or read what it is you're signing up for. Okay, here we go. Judgment is Pluto. That is Scorpio. Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Queen of Wands, Cancerian energy. Empress is Venus, Taurus and Libra. Page of Cups is Pisces. The Moon is Pisces. Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius. Queen of Swords, Libra. King of Pentacles, Taurus. Hierophant, Taurus. Lovers, Gemini. Mercury here in the Magician, Virgo, and Gemini. King of Swords, Aquarius. Death card, Scorpio, and Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn. So that's what I have for you. I'm headed to the extended. As I said, the links are below. I'll see you there in a minute. Bye for now.